The people claimed to be close to God, but they were disobedient and were merely going through the motions. God would bring judgment upon them. Religion had become lip service instead of real devotion from the heart. Jesus quoted Isaiah's condemnation of Israel's hypocrisy when he spoke to the Pharisees, the religious leaders of his day, Matthew chapter 15, verses 7 to 9. They exhibited righteous behavior publicly while living quite differently privately. We are all capable of hypocrisy. One example is when we make a show of worship but neglect to give God our love and devotion. If we want to be called God's people, we must be obedient and worship Him honestly and sincerely. Thinking God couldn't see them and didn't know what was happening, the people of Jerusalem tried to hide their plans from Him. How strange that people would think they could hide from God. In Psalm 139, we learn that God has examined us and knows everything about us. Would you be embarrassed if other people knew all your private thoughts? Remember that God knows all of them. The world described here, under Christ's rule, will be far different from the one we live in today. This new world will have no violence or gloom and will be filled with fresh joy, understanding, justice, and praise to God. This is the world I want to live in. So I am making sure that God knows how true I am to Him. Please make sure you're ready. Like a parent teaching a stubborn child, God would need to use repetition and simple words to get His messages through to His people. Do you find that God has to teach you the same lessons over and over again? The simplicity of God's message can be a stumbling block for some. Isaiah chapter 29, verses 9 and 10, leading them to think it must have little value. We must not be too proud to hear and obey God's simple lessons. Judah was afraid of the Assyrians. Instead of trusting God, the Judeans turned to other sources' security. God accused them of making a deal with the grave. This passage may refer to Hezekiah's alliance with Pharaoh Tirhakah against Assyria. 2 Kings chapter 19, verse 9. Isaiah chapter 37, verse 9. God Himself would cancel this agreement. Egypt would be of no help when Assyria attacked. Often when we try to save ourselves during a difficult moment, we end up selling out to what we believe will save our skin. But is it ever worth it? God says no. If you want lasting protection, don't sell out by turning away from the only one able to deliver you from eternal death. Our time is drawing near, so please take time with God daily, so He doesn't leave you behind when He comes to get us. As always, please stay blessed.